They say it never rains in Southern California, but it's pouring in the Bay.
Everyone, meet my spirit skull. My spirit skull is my best friend, okay? As you all know, my guides speak to me through a range of tools. I can speak through car keys, a pendulum, a spirit board, a Ouija board. Probably just said tarot cards. I can throw the bones. I do it all because I'm freaking phenomenal, amazing, awesome. All right, with that said, this is my spirit skull. Y'all can call my spirit skull Barone. So we're going to be talking to Barone, and Barone is going to be giving me information from the spirit. Unfortunately, you all are going to see the back of his beautiful head. Ain't he sexy? My boo is sexy. So me and Barone, we're going to be talking to one another, and I'm going to actually use my pendulum to ask him questions about Princess Diana so that we can get an answer to them. And at the tail end of things, I'm going to go back to the tarot because I want a little bit of tea on Princess Diana's death. Okay. My first question is, did she ever find a man who really loved her? So, I'm going to put this pendulum on my finger. 1 second, y'all. Did she ever find a man who truly loved her? They speak as one. The Barone say, she felt extremely, extremely, extremely attached to James Hewitt. He was her greatest love because he could see that she had no real desire to be a princess, but she needed her position to bring awareness to the evils of this family. They speak as one. They say, as for her and her wanting to get married to, it says the prince, they're saying the Prince Charles. She wanted to actually, they're saying Diana was hoping to marry a different prince. The Prince Charles they say she had little intention of keeping the marriage intact. She died without love in her heart completely because she feared that her life would be without true love for her. The love she had for James Hewitt was fleeting. She felt it wouldn't last, so she placed limitations she attached limitations to her heartstrings and puppeteered her way through her life as a princess. Okay, Barone, was she a genuine humanitarian and philanthropist? Barone is going to the yes. is tapping yes. They speak as one. They say her philanthropic efforts are completely genuine. Without her soul as an instrument for human rights violations, this would have taken hold on, how many years? About another 5 years before the United States and other European nations would create humanitarian causes to acquire donations from their citizens and expand their colonial efforts using these marketing methods. So they're saying that Princess Diana, that it wasn't all for naught, that she did raise awareness on human rights violations, but once she passed, the royal family then started to appropriate her tactics and use it to influence, have other nations inspire other nations to take up donations from their citizens, fund their military, fund their governments, and expand themselves in other indigenous nations. And these indigenous nations are supposed to be helped by these indigenous nations are supposed to be being helped by the donations that are coming into these organizations and in these European countries, but that's not happening. I guess it's a little bit of tea for y'all. So the next question is, how is she as a mother? They speak as one. As a mother, she wanted. I am moving the pendulum a little bit because it's letters and numbers and spaces. Are spaced apart. It's different in my spirit board. They speak as one. They say she was as a mother genuine in her caring for her children, but didn't enjoy the role of being a mother. So she loved her children, but she did not like caring for them. She didn't want to have children. It's as immediately as she did, but had to, because she felt that with having children, she could distract the media from her marital problems and unhappiness in the marriage. The children were used to leverage her desire for creative freedom. She decided that being a single woman was more important than acting as the mother of princes. So she didn't really even get to be hands-on with the children. Even though she wasn't able to give herself completely to mothering, she still birthed the children and was divinely connected and is still walking with her children. Okay, so now I'm going to then ask, what happened? What happened in the tunnel? Why is Princess Diana dead? And everybody wants to know what happened in the tunnel. They speak as one. They say, she died. She died from the impact of an oncoming vehicle. The crash was definitely orchestrated through a stranger that wasn't part of the royal family. This happened strategically. They speak as one. The numerology of her death is crucial to the royal family. However, she died. She died upon impact. The driver was solely responsible. He is loosely connected to the family. The media reporting of her death is completely honest. The media have reported the facts, but not explained the truth. They speak as one. They say Diana's soul wants the masses to question the reason for her death, not the way she died. Okay, so now I'm going to put back my Baron Spirit Skull. Oops. I'm going to put back my Baron Spirit Skull, and I'm going to go back to my tarot, and I'm going to ask these last three questions. Was her death a setup? Was the queen involved? And are the conspiracy theories about her being alive true? So with the first question being, was her death a setup? So the way that the cards are answering this question is in response. Okay, so my spirits aren't responding to my question. They're responding to the global discourse around the Princess Diana's death. So they're responding to the global discourse. They want to say this. There were people in the royal family who deeply loved Princess Diana, and they were incredibly hurt over her wanting to leave the family. They didn't want to see her leave the family, and they cared a lot about her death. They were hurt by her dying. Now, with that being said, I get that Prince Charles, is it? Yeah, it's Prince Charles, who's the Knight of Cups. I get that he knows a lot about why Princess Diana died. I get that he knows the why. Because I get the card, because on this roll, it's the card for victory and the card for valor. So I'm not saying that his hands are dirty. I'm just saying that he was definitely not sad to know that she died. I'm going to go ahead and let you all know that. Now, there were members of the family that did care, because we're asking, was her death a setup? So Spirit is like, please believe that her family cared that she died. And please believe that they were saddened when she had to leave, because they were quite fond of her, even though she was very rambunctious. You know, when you think about how prim and proper they present themselves, for the public. The Knight of Cups and the Victory card and the Valor card are saying that you should be suspicious of the lack of emotion that Prince Charles has shown, and the lack of grave concern that he had shown towards her death. It's like, be suspicious of him if we're going to talk about a setup, because that Prince Charles is in some way loosely connected to the person that is responsible for the car crash. I'm not sure how. I don't know. Go and watch other people's YouTube videos, watch conspiracy videos. Ask my friend Intuitive Retta to do a video, but I'm not going to continue investigating the how, because I really don't give a shit. But that's what I get. So was the Queen involved, however? I get the Sun, the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords, and it's like, hell yes. So what I'm getting is that, yes, the Queen was involved, but it's like, here's what I'll say to you. I don't think that the royal family gave the okay go. I feel that the royal family is in bed with the European government. I feel that the European government conspired to kill Princess Diana. I feel that Princess Diana had secrets and knowledge that they didn't want shared with anyone that was outside of the general public, because, snitches get stitches, and I feel that this was orchestrated by the European government. And I don't feel that the Queen said yes to killing Princess Diana, but I don't think that she said no either. I think that much rather she stayed silent, and she was like, it's out of my hands. I think that's what she said. It is out of my hands. She's no longer part of our family, so she cannot have our protection. So are you all picking up what I'm putting down? Why there would be a celebration on Prince Charles's part? But anyway, that's all the being said. That's how I'm picking this up, because the Hierophant is saying to me that is saying that the law was involved with this. So I get that I get that the royal family provides the backbone for the European nation or their government. I get that the royal family has its own shadow government that controls the European nation's shadow government. This is getting really, really meta, and I'm probably sounding crazy. I'm just explaining how I see it and how I hear it. But please do not schedule a psychic reading with me and ask me what I feel about this, because I'm just relaying it to y'all. And it's crazy because I don't really believe half of the stuff that I'm saying right now, because I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but my spirit guides are just also trying to push me to telling the truth. So the truth is, the way that the cards laid out, the Queen was not involved, but the Queen definitely said that she's out of our hands. And, if something were to happen, we wouldn't know why. I mean, we're not responsible for her anymore. She's out of the EU's jurisdiction. the royal EU's jurisdiction. So the next row of cards are the conspiracy theories about her being alive true? I get the card for the Chariot, the card for Science, and the Queen of Swords. These cards are saying that they're saying that this is completely impossible for her to still be alive. That, there's no snatching of her body. If anything, they definitely took some of her DNA, for whatever purpose. Because she was already chosen for her DNA, and please believe she died for her DNA. The card for Success, the card for Gain, and the Prince of Wands is saying that, if she were still alive, the royal family they really don't benefit from it, to be honest with you. I'm hearing this in my ears that they benefit more from her being dead than they do from her being alive. Okay? So they had nothing to gain, nothing would be successful. And to be honest, their magic is not as strong as the Prince of Wands. Their magic is just not as strong if she were to still be alive. So their magic could be intention setting, their magic could be casting spells, their magic could simply be, just out here giving good dick and pussy out. So with all that being said, the conspiracy theories about her being alive are not true. Please let this woman rest. Please let this woman's soul rest. Let her spirit rest. Stop espousing these bullshit conspiracy theories saying that she's not dead. She's alive, and she's probably out here as one of Beyonce's background dancers, because she's not. And with all that being said, I wish I could give you all more information, but the way that all of these cards read from this row, as far as her death goes, was it a setup? Absolutely, it was. It's one of those situations where, look, the media has reported it. They reported all the facts, but they didn't tell you the truth. Okay, so just because the facts line up, the truth is your interpretation of the facts. Okay, they didn't give accurate interpretations of the facts. All right. But they gave you all the facts as to why she died, but not the reasons behind her death. And I'm hoping that I provided you all with some insight as to why she died. But also, I want to let you all know the royal family has a lot of powerful magicians around it, a lot of powerful spiritual workers. And me as a child of the Gide, shout out to my nigga Baron Samdi. That's as much as I could pull from this. With that being said, please go to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com to purchase a private psychic reading. Please go to patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network to stay up to date with videos like this, where I'm just going in. Like, this is one of my Titan readings. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, this reading is the reading where I have established myself as one of the best priests, Hugans out here. And I hope that in this reading, you will say that Black Spectrum Network is going to be the leading media institution to awaken the genetic genius within our community. So thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for all the support that you all have given me. It is tremendously appreciated. And as the good grandfather Nexo, thank you all for tuning in. And I hope that you all will continue to tune in and support me as I learn and I grow my company. Bye.
It's been a long time, but I still got love for you, and that won't ever change. San Jose, they say it never rains in Southern California, but it's pouring in the Bay. San Jose, girl, I know we tried to tell ourselves the